pencil. No. Sorry, that's my hand. Sorry, you can see my fat head. Oh, can you hear me now? No sound, everyone? Got sound, says Naomi. That's better. Isn't that weird? No, we do. Yep, now we do better. Okay, then it has to be the other way around. That's really weird. Okay, I'll turn it around then. And all good now. All right, let's try this way. Sorry about the hand. Try again. There we go. How's that working? All right, so it's going to be back to front. There's nothing I can do about it. It wants to not play sound when I'm not in selfie mode. Go figure. Alrighty. So I'm going to put my foot on. Come on. Come on. Ouchies. It's my needle. No. Don't be naughty. There you go. Loud and clear, says Julie. That's weird how it doesn't play sound the other way around. That's interesting. Shouldn't be any reason for it. Strange, strange days indeed. Alrighty. Yeah, so we're going to have a go on... I know my Janome sometimes doesn't like anything metallic, but we'll see how this baby goes. Obviously you slow down when you've got anything that's metallic. And we'll just tie it on the end. That's Candy in the background, you can hear tick-tacking along the ground. Seems to be okay. There's nothing, not really showing any major, you know, pregnancy vibes or anything yet. Still only like 3-4 weeks, so we'll have to wait and see. Alrighty. Put that stitch at 0. Pull that through. There we go. There we go. Trim that. Now let's try threading this baby. And threader. Mark it down so see what I'm doing. Yeah, and then I had this brilliant idea. Let's use some of that silk and see what happens. If it plays up too much on the silk and that, and in this machine, I'll just swap over to a cotton thread. So we'll see how it plays. Plays nicely. Come on, come through. Thank you. Didn't bring it on. Why not? Try again. Okay, Nancy, she's not playing, so she's got no, oh, she's always hungry, but, you know, you couldn't tell whether that was her or whether that was pregnancy. She did do the, well, she is doing the I've got to be right by your side thing the whole time, 100% all the time. And I made an appointment to go and see the vet, you know, to just check up and see how many, and if, you know, if it's all going well. There we go. And I can't get in for 3 weeks. Well, you know, they're only pregnant for like 9. I'm like, okay. So I'm just going to adjust my foot. You can see if, as soon as I put that in, it is as tight can be. So I need to lift that foot up. So whenever you're doing any kind of free motion, you can see now I want that to sit on top like a duck on water. So I let it pop up naturally. That was Candy bumping the table. And then give it a tighten. You've got no sound now. So can everyone else hear? Can you guys all hear me? Sounds good? Okay. Yep, okay. Lynette, it might be something on your end, sweetheart. I'm just going to take these pins out. I don't really like working with pins. It was just to hold it for me. And the clips on the outer edge just to stop it from moving a little, just because it's a silky fabric. I'm just going to leave that there. Yep, good your end. Okay. There's not a chance in Hades I can sew any of this without my gloves. Where are you, girlfriends? I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. With sound and picture this time. Oh, cool, it says Claire. So pop your gloves on, because this is so slippery. My fingers are just wanting to slide along it. And now I could do that quite easily. So now what I'm going to do is just some random stuff. So this is the sort of thing that I'll be teaching at the Adelaide show, when we go to the Adelaide quilt one. I'm just going to let that grab underneath. I do have black thread underneath. It should be okay. You see there's a bit of a gap there, so I always keep my screwdriver right next to me. It should be okay, because because it's very thin cheapy wadding I've got in there. That dropped a little, so that's good. And I sort of doubled it so that it was a bit thicker. Okay, so what I want to do first is just do, a couple of paisley sort of things, sort of flowers. So I'm sort of going in those directions. I'm going to try and, let me just adjust this so I can get you in a little bit closer. Let's get you right in here. Yeah, there we go. How's that? How's that? Alrighty. So with your hands, and because you've got the gloves on, you can keep it. So I haven't ironed it, and it's a silk. I don't really want to iron it. Hi Liz. So with the needle in the down position, I'll always take a couple, this has got that cut off and everything on it. It wants to take a couple of stitches to start with. And just, you can hear it, so you can hear it making that, that foot is too high. So I'm just going to pop it down again. And this could take a couple of goes. So I'm just going to loosen it off. There we go. And just push it down a little, just so it's a little bit closer to the actual fabric. I could need to change my needle. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. We'll see how we go. I just don't want to go 100 miles an hour because of the actual thread. I don't want to shred it. So far so good. Don't you have to bring your thread up? I did. No, because it's a cut off one, and this is just a sample piece. I'm not bothering with it. Okay, so I've done a bit of a paisley. Come back the other side, and before I get there, I'm just going to trim that off because it's only going to get in my way. So I just sort of wanted to see what it was going to do. I'm going to have a quick squeeze underneath. Looks alright. There could be creases underneath because I haven't, pinned it tight or anything. Come on in, love. I'm just doing a demo. What are you after?
The car, it must be a sensor. It's got plenty of oil.
Oh, okay. Alright, good. That's a good thing. Okay, so I've done 2 rows of the paisley. I'm going to go back and do another one. and using my foot as a bit of a guide on how far out I want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to make it come into a little bit of a point there, and I'm going to do another one. I'm going to keep coming around. It might go either way, doesn't matter, and making it a little bit flowery. Let's do a little bit of a flowery one. So we'll go on the outside, back over. Obviously this machine's okay with that thread. There we go. And the needle's doing fine. That's a size 16 needle, which is pretty much your standard. I want a bit of a wiggle and go back around. And if you get little creases, don't stress, you're going to stitch them to death anyway. That's the beauty of it. And that's number 3. So if I come over this way, how beautiful is that looking, hey? And come over this way, and let's do that one, and then another. Come in and bounce back again. Got a little bit of more confidence now. I'm going a little bit faster. If you've got any questions or there's anything you want me to show you, please ask me. I always wonder, you know, what it is exactly you want to learn or anything like that. Or if you're just happy for me to yap away and do some of this, I'm happy to do that too. So I've just created a nice little flower. How cool is that? Can you see that? Isn't that awesome? So beautiful. A little light thing keeps coming off there. I wonder if I can turn it on. Where's my little lunar? There it is. I could watch you for hours. So I've got that. Now I'm going to come out and create some leaves, just so I can get out. I can always just travel out, which I've just done. No one's going to know, be none the wiser. And I'm going to make a couple of leaves. So one here, so up into a point and then back down. And it's nice, isn't it, Nancy? And then come down and do an echo on the inside. Nice. Does help too, having the double layer of wadding. It makes it a little bit poofier. A little bit poofier. And on the inside there, I'm just going to come up and do a little wiggly line and echo that. And I can see my foot, there's a bit of gap. I'll show you what I mean by a gap. Because I'm stitching more, you can see I can get that under there. So I need to release that again. And this is something you must look at when you're doing your sewing, your quilting, is just check that you haven't got too much of a gap. If you've got too much of a gap, you'll start missing stitches. I have had my mixture for at least 6 months and still terrified to only practice. Moxie, oh really? Oh, honey, this is a beautiful way to practice. So I'm going to just put some scallopy things on that leaf. Get yourself. I've got some of this. I have some of this in stock that Yazi gave me to sell. Well, it's her stuff. I'm just selling it, and I think they're about $10 a piece. It's about half a metre, and I've just folded in half. And look how beautiful it is. And this could be an absolute ripper of a bag panel, don't you think? I will try when my 2 grandchildren leave. Yeah, you do need to have that brain space thing. So now I'm just going to, I'm looking at it going, what does it need? Oh, it needs so much more. So we'll just keep doing more. So let's do a nice big swirl out, come out one way, then come back and in, bounce back. I'm just going to give it a little kick out there, and then let's come back around, and using that foot, I've got a very similar width all the way down there. Can you see it? Okay. Now, let's sort of decorate a little bit more. Will you make something with it? Kayleen, you know what? This will end up in someone's stuff. I'll guarantee you. I have a really bad habit of doing these sample pieces and then just giving them away. Yep. Horrible, aren't I? So we're going to just put some little scallops. And then I'm hoping that someone will make something beautiful with it. Yeah. Alright, just got to hold that down a little. And I'll just turn around here so you can see a bit more of it. Jennifer would make an amazing bag. Yeah, she would. Alright, so isn't that beautiful so far? Look at it. So let's echo that back. I'd love to be able to make one for everyone, but life's not that bloody long, I'm afraid. And I've just echoed that back. Now we can just go, fingers crossed for that. Literally, I just get, I just go like Sandra or pick one of the girls randomly and just say, give me a name. And they give me a name. It could be anyone. First name that comes to their head. Alright, so we're going to come out here and we're going to do some sort of little spiky doodahs, and we're going to do a few of these. So we're going to come out and then a little bit like a spiky doodah, almost like wheat, and then come back down the other side, little spiky doodahs, and then just follow that line back down, and you've done your thing there. Magnificent. I still need to practice. iPad to see comments and follow conversation, but iPhone for picture and sound. Glad they're both charged up. Oh, good. What are your gloves? Sandra, these are my quilting gloves. Your sister knows all about these gloves. I've offered her to sell them in a shop, but she hasn't taken me up yet. Not that that's an issue. But these are my quilting gloves. I've just reminded me to put my phone on charge. Thank you for doing that. These are the quilting gloves I import in, and they are just amazeballs. So let's do a couple more, and let's make them sort of twist around and everything. They're $42 retail. They're not cheap, but by geez, they're 100% into the fantastic way of quilting. Look how I don't have to lift my hands off. I just hold my hand flat, my thumb out of the way so I don't stitch it in. Back down. Isn't that, those gloves are brilliant, aren't they? Look, we got some little I don't know, we'll call them wheat. And let's do a little one in here, fill up that little gap there, and there we go. And oh, the gloves are brilliant. They are an absolute lifesaver, especially when it comes to things like shoulders or wrists and things like that. You've got some strain and like, you know, arthritis and stuff. Is there any reason why you didn't iron the fabric first? I'm assuming it's the shot silk. Yes, it's the shot silk. Yeah, definitely didn't want to iron it. The less I iron it, the better. By the time I'm finished, there won't be any creases in this baby. So I've just gone up and done a bit of a leaf. Going to come out and do another E. Yeah. And another one. What's that? You should literally relax. You can literally relax. Yeah, no stress on the back, shoulders or hands. Exactly. That is the idea of them. So I'm just filling in this little area here. I might put another little leaf in here. Another one going the other way. And we've basically filled up that little area with a nice little floral. Isn't that pretty? It's not amazeballs. Yeah. So we're going to now get ourselves, I want to get myself over sort of here and high lower and do some over here. So I'm going to just echo around that flower and bounce around until I get to there. I'm in between those two petals. So I'll move it where you can see it. Alrighty. So isn't it awesome? Isn't it? It's just eye candy. So let's do another leaf. Let's do one out here. But let's do one that, I don't know. Yeah, no, let's do one. I'll just do one. All right, let's do one with little spiky bits. You know, like almost like an autumn leaf. Let's make it big though, so we can really decorate it. All right, came all the way back in. Could you post a still shot of that when you have finished? Of this? Yeah, absolutely. All right, so it's all puffy, so it means I've got to stitch it down. So I'm going to echo on the inside. Echo on the inside. Echo. And that'll just help push that fabric down, and it helps push the wadding in, and it makes that nice and poofy. So you can see how I could leave it like that if I wanted, but I think with everything else that's going on, I think it just needs another little stem up here like I did with the other one, and bring it back down, and that is decorated that area there. And we just need to fill up over here, so let's do some little flowers. So we're going to come up with a stem, and then we're going to come out, down, up, down, out, down, and I'll just bring it over here a bit and come back down. So same sort of, but different flowers, same sort of shape of it. So I've got big shape, big shape, big shape, small shapes. So it sort of, they sit and nestle into each other really well. So we're just going to do a couple more. So out, like a little teardrop shape, and then out, another one, out, another one, and back in. You can bring out some leaves from there so that they cross over in between these ones, not leaving too much of a gap. And then back down. And we really want to come out and sort of fill up over here a little bit, so that we're filling up around. Alright, so trying to keep my hands out of the way for you too, so bear with me. So I'm going to make this one come over, out with a teardrop, another teardrop shape, and another one back in. And let's do a couple of leaves. One up there. And that sort of rounds that down. Oh my God, that looks so good. Doesn't it, Shell? Hi, Helen. Oh, not really, Helen. I'm not that clever. It's just use your imagination and just let it go. Just not be overly whelmed with traditional stuff. Traditional stuff is what will keep you down in that groove. You really want to get up and bust out of that groove and find your own groove. You really are an extraordinary human being, kind, creative, caring. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You're gorgeous. Right back at you, babe. So let's echo this one again. And I'm just moving around because I'm sort of looking at the same time. And I'm going to do maybe another flower sort of coming out here. What colour do you have left in that shot silk? I've got a few colours. I know I've got red, green, and this one, and I think I've got silver as well. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to create sort of a funkier flower, if I can remember what I'm doing. So come out. Then we want to go out in almost like a lotus sort of shape and make it wobbly along the top edge. There we go. And then we're going to come back. Just hold on to that fabric. And down into the stem. Okay, so we've got sort of like a half. I can adopt you. Can I adopt you? Of course you can, sweetie. And I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to do some lines in here, and that will give it some detail. So one up here, back down, one up here, back down, and one over here. And back down, and then I'm going to do some some texture lines in the bottom, just to give it the look of the curve. It just helps to make it look like it's curved. And then I'm going to come up along here and just give it the top bit. Any purple? I've got no idea. Can I borrow? You guys are funny. I'm going to just go up and follow that line. And I'm going to do the top bit just across here. And that will pretty much look like it's like that. And then I'm going to come in and do some lines, just a couple here and there, just to make it look, it's got the curve in it, and then come back down that line. Now, just because I've gone up that one side a couple of times, I'm literally going to do that side a couple of times just to equalise it out a little, otherwise it'll look like it's not as heavily stitched. Okay. Your motivation amazes me. Oh, look, you guys amaze me sometimes. The things you guys get quilts finished, I hardly ever get a chance to kill it. Can she travel around and say, now share. So I've done that sort of lotusy sort of, you know, tulip, opening tulip sort of look. So I'm going to do some nice long strap leaves, so a little bit open. And I want to have a bit of a bend in it, so come across, then back down, like a point, then back out, and then come back up to that top corner and back down. And it gives it a bit of a strap look, and like it's got a fold in it. Okay. So I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to come from behind, so I'm just going to make it look like it's right behind that one, travel up this side and pretend it's coming up through here. So I just need to go a little bit higher. Well, don't you shred. Oh, it's starting to shred. Yep, I can hear you. Alright, just let me finish that leaf. Can you let me finish that leaf? You're not going to, are you? Oh, poo. Alright, let me just cut that off. And, lift up. Yeah. Yeah, you can't sort of bugger around with that thread because, yeah, it's just starting to shred on the back. Because once it starts doing that, I'll check my bobbin. Yeah, so you can see I've gone up and over, and I'm going to have this one come up and over here. You can see all that? How cool is that? Alright, let me just check this bobbin. And it's fine, so that's good. So it's just the top one. There you are. There you are. Lifting. Okay. Yeah, a little bit gritty. There we go. Get past all the thing. just loosen it off a bit in the tension, see if that helps a little. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. I'll turn that off, see if that makes a difference. Seems to be. No, it didn't make any difference. It looks really good, doesn't it? Oh, sorry, I couldn't see a comment here for a minute. Come on, in you go. And, oh, you silly bugger. I'll have to go through here. I always say be careful what you wish for. You might not want me around if I... People wear out their welcome very quickly, I reckon. Alright. Can you use pants pad stencils? Yeah, you can, yeah. You just might find it'll bounce off really quickly because it probably will sit on the top so much, might not go into the fabric as easily. So you just might have to be aware to keep it simple. Alright, I'll just, there we go. Get my fingers on it. Come on, in you go, in the gap. Alrighty, so let's try again. And we were up here somewhere. Let's start here. I'll just hold on to that, I reckon. Okay. Just hang on to that one. Bear with me a second. Oops, it's wrong one. Get me self-organised. Look good, don't they, Yvonne? Alright, so I'm just going to come up here and sort of make it look like it's doing its thing up here. And back down again. Alright. So now I sort of want to have another one coming off here, but it's going to come back in there and come that way. So it's a bit behind again. So I'm going to come across this top stitch, stitch up there, up here, out and about, and then come back down. So rather than cutting off all the time, very annoying when you've got to cut off all the time. Sorry that someone sending me messages. I'm going to go up over here. And come up and then back down. It's harder for me to move this fabric by using my fingers. I actually find it much easier to have my hands out flat. Have that down. So it's a skinny one. And then I've got to come down here. So I'm going to just travel around now. There we go. And just find a spot that I'm comfy with, pretending that's coming down, and there it goes. That sort of graffiti look this is. That's the sort of look it is. So I've created that one up there, I've got that one there folded over. So now I've got a little gap in between. Oh, something's going on with my mouse. Hang on. Looks really good. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've missed any comments. So I'm going to fill that up in there, and I'm going to fill it up by just doing some circles. And nice and steady, because it's heavy stitching, it can shred the thread quicker. So you go one way, and then back out the other way. So you go to the left, right around again, then to the right, right around and to the left. Rain just hit and my patio flooded. Oh well, oh bugger. Love it, says Jude. Cool. So I've done some circles there, and when I come back over here I'll fill in some there. And on this side of it I'm going to just continue with some circles, pebbles, whatever you want to call it, just for a little bit, just to fill up a bit of an area. And they're different sizes. They're not the same. They're all different sizes. It just helps to entertain the eye. You know I don't do perfect, so I'm just going to fill that little gap in between those petals in there. Yeah. And then you make it look so simple, but I know it's not. Well, Nancy, I've been doing it for about 15 years now, I reckon. About that. I should bloody well know how to do it by now, shouldn't I? You'd think so. So on this side here, right here, I'm going to do probably another one of these swirly things, swirly gigs, and just have it coming out from there. So I just need to travel around that circle there. Thank you, Linda. And I'm going to have this one come out and face the other way. So come out, in, and back out again. And I'll do a little point there. Now when I came right in and I want to make that point, you pause. You literally pause for a split second, and that'll get you a point. If you don't pause, you're going to end up with a rounded point. So I'm just going back around here. Just following, using the foot. I had one class before our first lockdown. Oh, look, it takes a long time, sweetheart, a long time, and the more you do, the better you'll get at it. You've just got to keep having a go. Just don't give up on it. Because one day the penny will drop and you'll be like, oh, that's how it works. Oh, that's how you do it. Just those scallops on there. Just want to go all the way around. Hey, Sandra, are you still here? So I've gone all the way around, and I'm going to come all the way back, so then I can do a bit of a feather. And to come back, I'm going to echo. So when all else fails and you don't know what to do, just echo. Echo something. And you could do it a couple of times if you really want to. All the way around. And I can see I've got a bit of a gap, so I'm going to do a couple of circles there. Just to fill that up. And one more up there, because I don't like too even. I don't want it too even. I don't want to look too regimented. And I'm going to do a bit of a feather. Now, to do a feather, I make the spine first, so I just decide where I want it to go, and I'm going to come in here to this flower, all right, like that. And once I get in here, then I can start working my feather part, because I really want to actually fill up that area with a feather. And it's going to be a funky feather, so bear with me. So do the spine first, and when you get to the end, do your first one. And this is the easiest way I find to do feathering. So I do a little bit of a swirl, come back, come back up, back in, and then back out. I've done a normal one. So I've done a normal, then a swirl, then two normals. Excuse me. And I'm going to do another swirl in there, but I need to come down the stem a bit, otherwise it'll start looking like a fern leaf. So come up, do a bit of a swirl, come back, and down the stem, then back up with a bit of a feather. And then I'm going to fill up this area here. I'm going to put another swirl. And here I'm going to do a feather. And on this side, I'm going to come out and do another swirl going the other way. And come back around. So I've feathered that area there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a bit hard for you to see. Sandra not here. She's not here. She's gone. She left me. Don't love me anymore. All right. I hope you're still here, Sandra. Now I'm going to fill it the other side, but I'm going to make it bigger than this side. So it's going to be off balance, which personally I actually really like. So I'm going to go back up. And the way I do these, they do become thready in the vein, like the actual vein or the stem. And I'm okay with that. It's that arty-farty thing. And go up and do a bit of a swirl. And come back down. Down again. Then up. And do just a normal feather. Now it looks identical to the one next to it. So what I'm going to do is going to come up and put a bit of a vein in it in the center. Come back down a bit further. And I'm going to come up here. I'm going to fill that up there. If you can see that. Is everyone still here or you're all gone? It says 31 on my computer and 17 on my phone. So let's go out and make a feather. Yeah, I think you might be shredding again, eh? No? Might have got caught. No? We are mesmerised. I'm here. Good. Tony. Yep. Liz watching and sewing. Good, good, good. Mesmerised. Cecily. So I'm going to come out of here and make one look like a little bit of a, I don't know, Love Hearty one. Still here, just watching. Oh, good. Everyone's still here. Oh, good. Then come back up this way. Oh, yeah. I knew it had. It's shredding, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on. You're speechless? Don't be speechless. Talk to me. Oh, there it goes. Shredding up through there. Oops. Round 2 of Storm. Oh, did it? Just arrived? What a poo. Need a new needle? Yeah, I do. It's shredding it. Before I put one in, before I do anything, I'm going to put a new needle in. So far, this is what we've sort of got. How much bigger is your batting and bat? Oh, this when you quilt, like it's about the same size. You don't have to make it bigger, that much bigger than you would normally. Just make sure I've got the right ones. Yep. All right. My little duty driver. Right, where are you? There you are. Ouch, that was my finger, just saying. Oh, Michelle, how ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're about the same size. When they're going a long arm, you need like 4 inches all the way around extra because it's got to grab onto, it's got to have something to grab onto with the sides. So I'm just having a look to make sure I've got it going the right way. That way goes that way. In you go. Make sure down. If I had glasses, I'd be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I can see that there. Alrighty. Hopefully I got it right. Soon find out. Looks pretty straight to me. Alright. Try again. It's doing a lot of work. It's going through 6 layers, 2 layers of fabric, 2 layers of wadding, yada yada. So it's got to go through a lot of stuff. It's a metallic thread, so it's got extra bits on it, which gives it, you know, makes it a little bit gritty. Did I miss? I did. One day they'll invent a cartridge attached to the machine full of needles. Yes, how are you keeping the layers together? Loena, I've just clipped them together and they're getting stitched as I go. Oh, I had the wobbles then. Gosh. Alright, let's go through there. Some bobbin. Yeah, if blokes sewed more, like did quilting more, there were more of them, they'd invent that. Just saying. I'll change my needle with every project. I waste a lot. Oh, okay. Me, I'm a little bit naughty. I don't change it often enough. Alright, where was I? Where did I start my feather? Oh, here. Alright. Let's fingers crossed and hope. Yeah, we got to about there. Hope. That I've done everything right. Alright, just hang on to that to start with, because it'll want to grab. Okay, yeah. Alright, so up there. So I'm going to come out here and do a nice big flouncy one, and it's going to be like a love hearty shape, so kidney shape almost. So come out, then dip, then back up again, and you can see how it's pushing. So just stop and move your hands and squish down that fabric a little, okay? Just so you don't want to push it too into it. I'm here but in a trance watching and dreaming. Okay. I thought I might have lost a few before, no one was talking. And just put a couple of little lines or veins up there. And back down. Then you can do another swirl. And give the swirl a bit of a kickback. Now you've got this sort of area here, which is fine, but to fill that area up and have it going in the right direction, I need to be further down. So I need to stitch further down that vein, that stem, and then come back up, fill that in, because I need to come in the right angle. Then do another one here, and just turning this around so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm going to come up around that way. So I'm sort of going to come up to the right, then over to the left. So following the one I've already got there, and then come out, and then holding nice and firm. It'll have a funky shape, but that's okay. A little bit of a crease, but that'll come out once I stitch it. Give it a vein, which will also give it a direction, like it'll give it a bit of a swerve, a curve. So then I'm going to come out here a little bit more and do another swirly one. I need to come down a little bit, just do a funny one there, just so I can give myself a bit of a direction. Come right out. It's not shredding, it's good. It's just a bit tight there, that's why it's sort of made funny noises. And a bit of a kickback, come back in. Just come on, beautiful work. What thread are you using? This is the Glamour thread. So I'm just going to go up the stem again, and I'm going to put a couple of feathers in here. So you go up and then down the stem, up and then down the stem. If you don't go down the stem far enough, they sort of come outwards, like straight out to the side, and it looks a little bit weird. So I'm just filling that in, and I'm coming back over this way because I want to do the back of this one. So I'm going to come out here and just put it in. Put in some feathers. Swirl. Another little feather. Feather. I saw that. I saw you just tangle. I need to put my little threader thing on. My thread dispenser thing. I'll have to find it. I'm going to do a little bit of a stem in that one, or sorry, a line in that one. Come up here. Fill that in. Nice big, fat, juicy one. And then we're going to do a bit of a funky one, a love hardy shape out there. And a little bit of a, wait, I saw that too. And back down. And then we're going to come back down here. And all the way back down the stem. Don't be shredding. And all right back now, it's going to shred. It's already doing it. And it's because it's got a twist. And it's a, oh, hang on. Yeah, and it doesn't want to go through there. Okay. It's actually getting caught at that little doodah. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't like that at all. It says, nope, don't want to play. Has it got enough gap? Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a squeeze. Making sure I've got gap there, which it does. Trim that off. Needle up. There. What's going on? See the back of it so far, you can see the back, it's black. Lynn. So far so good. Takes a little while. I'll zoom it back out soon and maybe... Oh yeah, that won't help. Nearly at the end of the bobbin. I'll take that off. That was a quick save. Well, that only had that little bit there. Nice. Hey, Bobby. And cut off the tail. Oh. Pretty awesome, isn't it, Linda? Love the fabric. Isn't it amazing? This is that fabric I showed you guys ages ago. And it's just doing something with it. I sort of looked at it and thought, what am I going to, you know, do you want? I wonder whether I should bypass that thing. It does not like it at all. Does not like that. I might try bypassing it, see if it talks to me still. What do you reckon, Jen? You reckon it'll talk to me, or you reckon I might crack it? Oh, ages ago. Oh no, I did lots of it. Not last year, the year before. What do you reckon, Jennifer? Do you reckon it'll crack it, or do you reckon it'll be okay with me missing that thing? I bought some Have to Have a Go. What thread would I use if I don't want glamour? So I was going to use this one here, which is a spaghetti, and it's like a lemony colour, and that would have just sunk in nice, or you could just use a black, a Razant will work. Any of those will work. What do you reckon, Jen? Do you reckon it'll talk to me, or do you reckon it'll crack the shites? Missing that thing. I don't really want it to chew me fabric. Hasn't made a funny noise yet, so far so good. Alright, let's just tick along here, and I'm going to echo that, and so far so good, Jennifer. Lachetti, where are you? Yeah, no, it's all good. I can bypass. I bypassed that thing, and it's not. Oh, hopefully, it won't shred it as much. All right. So I'm just going to echo that one. Like I say, if all else fails, echo. Okay, coolies. We're getting there. So let's do another little bit of, you know, feathering here. Is that the fabric from your... Yes, that's it, Deb. Yep. Let's do another feather. So it's a bit poofy up here, so I'm just going to hold it down as best I can. And I'm going to come up this way. And like I say, it's quite thick up there, so it's sort of wanting to crease, so bear with me and my hands in a way. Jennifer must have gone. That's it, I've upset Jennifer, I've upset bloody Sandra, I've upset everyone. So, I'm going to get that thread detangleizer. Where is it? Where'd I put it? It's here. Here it is. Alright. Chuck it on there. Right. There. Yes. And on there. Fingers crossed, girls. That might help. I've just bypassed thingy, and I'm reckoning that she might have a bit more advice than me. Alright, way out here. Nice big one. It seems to be okay so far. Oh, that's better. Oh, that detangler thing. Here, look, I'll just move the camera. Look, you're going to see what my mess in the background. Hang on, let me find it. Where is it? Oh, God, Michelle. Where is it? Oh, that way. Here. Look, I put it on there. There you go. See, I do use these things. Alrighty, let's fill up that little area there. Hopefully that should stop it from twisting, because it had awful twist in it. It's making a little bit of a noise, and that I reckon is because it's bypassing this thing. Come down there, and then that gives me a bit of a run up. I'm making a bit of a swirl. Kick out, back again. Fill in there, put some feathers. Sort of changes the direction of it, doesn't it, when you do that? Yeah, it's making the noise, but it's still stitching okay, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's stitching fine. It's just making noise because it's hitting that. Alright, so that's one side there. I can do out here if I want to, but I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to fill in this side. So I need to get right back up the top there again. So that tack, tack, tack noise you can hear, that's it here. Tick, 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 tick. Thanks, Debbie. Alright, I can take my little clips off now. Oh, I've got less twist in that thing. Those bloody detanglers, yep, they are. Yeah, it's bleeding pants, I tell you. That's completely taken the twist out of that. The beauty of this fabric too is you can not look, like you can not be overly perfect, and you can get this amazing look out of it too. Because it's got that shine, and it just takes the eye, like takes your eye away from any little indiscretions. Jennifer said, I'm there just watching. Okay. Yeah, I think she might have wandered off though. So I'm going to just fill out some of these areas here. I'm going to come in here and fill that up in it. This is silk. Yes, yes. Oh, silk sews up beautifully, especially when it's shiny pretty. A couple of small ones there, and that is, and you'll understand in a minute, that is just to fill that little gap, because if I come in and up there, I'm going to get this funky looking shape. So I've just sort of, I probably need one more in there, just one more, just to fill that up. And then the next one is going to come up and fill up that whole area. Thanks, Julie. And it's going to come all the way up here, a nice big swirl, and back around again, and fill up that. And then we can do some funky little ones here, and let's put some little lines in them just to help with their shape. And I'm going to put a bit of a swirl here just to fill up that area, and then we can come back all the way. Oh, silly me, I didn't put my thread on for threading my machine. There we go. I'm going to come all the way back up to here because I want to come out here and do something up there. And I think I might do another flower. So I'll just stitch myself way back up there. Have I got that right? Yeah, I have. Nice. I'll come up this one. So I'm going to, I might come come back here. I might do that line in that one. And then I'll come out here. So I might do another little sort of half a flower like it's behind this. So I'm going to literally echo there, come back over to here. So I haven't had to cut off other than when I've broken thread. Alrighty. So I'm going to do sort of a half a flower. So sort of start with that little paisley thing and then back around and do your third row around. It's starting to shred again. I might, at least it's not, what's the naming, but it lasted longer last time, didn't it? So I'll have to put it back behind there. I wonder if I can needle, wait, up, foot up. I wonder if I can beat the system a bit. It's very tight. Go back in now. What about a conditioner? Oh, that's right. This is that is so brilliant, Michelle. The material and your wonderful brain works. Thank you, Florence. I have a panel for the back of an. Yeah, it would be a good panel. There she is, Sandra. Where did you go before? So I was going to tell you about the gloves. It disappeared on me. So these are quilting gloves, and I bring them in. They are amazing, amazing gloves. They make you hold your hands down. Okay, so they're down. Maybe it might work a conditioner. I'm pretty much thinking it's just because the thread has glittery stuff in it. I can loosen off the tension a bit more. Where was I? Oh, over here. Hang on, no it wasn't. Tell a lie. I think I got past that little fluffy bit, didn't I? I did beat it. Very stiff. You might need a bigger needle if the eye is still shredding. Yeah, I might do, but I don't think I've got one here, so I'll just keep badgering it and getting it to work for me. Oh, where was I? I did my little, oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll have to get some from Hans. Nadal is through. Oh, is he? Damn, I have to go cook dinner. Oh, poo. Alright, so then we just get the second one, because we'll probably have three, being half the flour. It is going through a lot. I'm not surprised, and it's a 30 weight thread, 30 weight, so it's a lot thicker. I'll go the third time. Third time's a charm. Wait, don't you be like that. Come on, be nice. No, you're going to be a poo. Yeah, no, I did it again. It's behind that. Does not like that thing there. So getting stuck on. Come on. It's actually this thing, Jennifer. See that? It's actually shredding at that. So I'm thinking of pulling it out from now and doing it again without it being there. I'll try that. I'll just get it out of there if I can. There we go. I'm going to bypass it again. Wait, don't like that. Yeah, look at it. It's just going to... Come on. What they say, if all else fails, use force. Is that what they say? Wait, I'll be pressing buttons. You know, I say where there's a will, there's a way. take it out. No, I've got it. I'll take it out of the needle, but I took it out of that thing. Yeah, shredding at that. There we go. Get rid of it. Won't hurt it having it out, will it? It doesn't sort of crack the irrits and miss stitches and stuff. Having that out of there. Come on. Sorry, I'm just having a fight with it. Has it got Yeah, it has, Jennifer. Yeah. And I don't have a metallic needle, so don't ask me. Not for this baby. Yeah. And it's 30 weight. I don't know, see what happens. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did it before and it didn't kill anything, but yeah. Alright, let's go back over here where I stopped. Needles down. Hold that thing. Oh, I definitely need a bigger needle. That would be 100% easier. But I'll get them next time. I can do with what I got for now. What's it doing? What are you doing under there? Nothing. Yeah, righty. Let's see what happens, hey? Let's go back around another time because I want to get over the other side. And then we've got one more, but I'm going to make this one go behind the other things I've got there. So it looks like it's stuck behind. And I might even give them an extra row just to correspond with the other one. Like that. Go behind here. And now. Plus, it's doing a lot of overstitching too. It's sort of, you know, it doesn't really surprise me if it's going to do a lot of shredding because there's a lot going on. Alright, so I'll do a couple of bubbly things around here. I'll keep them fairly big. And I'm not going overly slow either, you know. Pretty cool. What time is it? Nearly 6? Yeah, we'll stop at 6. Giving you 2 hours of torture. Or an hour and a half. Hello, Judy. So they might want to use this at Craft Alive for... Oh, they did it again. I can see it doing it again. Where's it doing it at? Yeah. Just about every point. I can't even remember what I was doing there. Yeah, they might want... I'll just cut it off. You could watch all night, could you? Yeah, wow. Very stiff. even just pulling on it, it just does not want to come off nicely. Alrighty. Try again. Patience is a virtue. I must have at least one virtue then. Put that there. Yeah, I just sort of wanted to know how many things I could bypass, that's all, before it cracked it at me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to bypass too many, because the industrial machine has more, like, little spots that you put things. What is the gold fabric, please, Judy? That's the silk that we have, the Arzi fabric that we have. So, yeah, so I don't want to bypass too many where it affects the actual stitch. Okay. And like Jenny's saying, definitely need a bigger needle. Did I miss, or did I get it? I got it. Alrighty. So what's the bobbin doing? Just being a bobbin. Good, good. Alright. Yeah, it does look gorgeous, doesn't it? Alright, where was I? Over here. There we go. Over there. Sorry, I just got my arm in the way for a second. Alright. And we're off. Going to fill up that little area there, and that'll be, oh no, probably a little bit more stitching. Hey, probably another thread shred. More big circles just to fill up that area. That little tap noise was my bobbin being filled. This wonderful machine fills my bobbins at the same time as I'm stitching, and I love that. One of my favourite features. So now I can go over here, and I'll just lift that foot if I want to move. I can't pull the thread, just like pull on it, because it will shred. So I'm just going to cut that off. It'll snap it. Yeah. Oh, look, you know, I haven't sewn this fabric on this machine with this thread before, so it's all a learning curve, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I like to do it as a learning curve every time I sew. You guys see me make the mistakes, because that keeps it real for you guys. It's got a couple of boo-boos in it, but blind men love to see that. Sitting here watching, having a gin and tonic, thinking I really should be doing something, says Cecily. So far, so good. So I'll just zoom that back out so you guys can see more of it. There you go. So far, so good, hey. So you can really see it coming together. And we've got more free motion quilting demos to do, so we'll keep doing some more of this. And this is just a really good one to practice on. You can play, you can do stippling, you do whatever you like. But that is a fat quarter of yummy, isn't it? I know, Kayleen. I'll actually grab, I've still got some of this fabric. I'll grab it, bring it tonight, 7:30 for the live. So I'll see you in about an hour and a half. I'll take a photo of this. Hopefully it shows up well. And put this on the site so you can have a look at it. And yeah, let me know what you think, and if I need to improve anywhere or do something different. But obviously, you know, it's all in the learning, and I just appreciate the time that you sit here and watch me do these things. It really stands out absolutely good. Thank you, Judy. It really shows up so nice on the phone. Oh, it does. 7:30, Kayleen. Oh, no, I think I had 7, didn't I? Yeah, 7. 777. Yeah, so I'll take a photo of this so you can see. And, yeah, but you can see if I turn it over, the black thread looks just as magnificent. That's the black thread. So, you know, you can't tell. So even the result, the black thread, yeah, I did, Kayleen, yeah, you're all over it. And it looks fine. So you can use just a black thread on it. A simple result thread. And it just looks just as nice. Me, I wanted to bring a bit of bling into it. Is G on tonight? No, she's not. She is still doing orders. I think I just about sent her into a conniption. So, all right, guys, we will see you in about an hour, just over an hour. Did you change your top from this morning? No, still the same top, same one. I will see you guys in about an hour. Chat to you soon. If you want these gloves, just message me. They only come in black at the moment. And message me, let me know, and I'll pop them in your order. They're $42. They are your best friend. How many times did I have to change that thread? And not once did I take my gloves off. Not once. 0. Didn't notice that, did ya? Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.